I guess we are going to hope that the game is audible. Because after the snafu on Friday, I have been really quiet for some reason, and I can't figure it out. Oh, cool. Is the game audible? Like,
Why are we stopping?
can you hear the people talking?
As you wish.
Check, check, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Oh, fuck. Ah, I've been pinned to the ground by an arrow. Oh, that bitch is dead. You think maybe I'm a bit out of my depth here on this fight? Drink that. Oh. Ah! Doug. I should not be tanking. Alright, I'll fix the sound effects after this fight. Come here, bitch. Bitch. No. I feel like that fight was harder than it really had any right to be.
That was a most difficult battle.
Boy, you died.
What is it?
If you must.
Cunning. Options, audio, sound effects. Okay. So this lad apparently is in the habit of getting his ass kicked. We will need to fix that. Spell fruit. Make potions, can't you? Hell yeah, you can. Potions for everyone. What the fuck? Nope, 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 nope. Don't want to fight that big group right now. They didn't see us, we didn't see them. We'll just go back to town. We'll all be friends. There we go. Just do a quick save. We'll go around behind them. They'll never see it coming. Hello, friends.
We done heard what was said. You're a warden. I don't know if you killed King Kalen, and make her forgive me, I don't care. But that bounty on your head could feed a lot of hungry bellies. Attack!
Oh. Time to murder some random folk. Whoosh. Sten's over here just having the worst fucking time. Kick the guy in the dick. Sten, why are you getting your ass kicked so much? Stop it. Oh, I leveled up. There we go. Now that we killed the peasants, level up. Oh, I haven't unlocked the, oh, fuckle-rooney. I'm gonna have to look up how to get those. I know how to get these two. This is unfortunate. Alright, Put that up to 25, put that up to 20. Next. Can't get lethality yet. These are required level 8. I guess we'll get Flurry? Alright. I feel like the peasants, or killing the peasants was harder than it really should have been. Like, supposedly, I'm like chosen one kind of killer of demons, and these peasants almost overwhelmed us. Kind of like these bandits are probably going to do. Alright, pull back, pull back. Kite their asses, we'll be fine. Fuck you. Whoosh. He's down. Sten, why are you so bad at living as a fighter? Of all the people who are dying right now, you should be like the least likely. Right. Kick him in the dick. I feel like Morgan is actually just carrying this whole party by freezing people to death. Everyone else is like, yeah, we got these fancy sharp things. She's like, but what if? Guys, the bandits are shooting. Sten. My god, man. Alright, your ass is pressing. I'm a lawnmower. Let's go. Come here, fucker. Aha! Yeah, see, all I had to do was kill some peasants first, and now I'm strong enough to fight mercenaries. It's called the Circle of Life.
Yes.
Burninating the peasants over here. Sten, buddy. How are you level 7? And sucking so hard. Is it because you don't have gloves on? Yeah, I know I qualified for a specialization, but I can't use them yet. Collect all these leaves. Make up for the fact that I'm using all my potions. And there isn't a handy potion seller. That's death root. Or fruit. According to the way we... Oh, that's a lot of fucking... Oh my god. Oh my god. I can't save because we're in combat. Fuck. Alright, alright, alright. We got this. We're gonna kite it one at a time. Just like Mom used to make. Alright. Okay, okay, we're pulling 3 this time. Guys, don't run forward too far, you'll pull the entire group. I made a mistake, I ran too far forward. Stun this odor. Sten, what is your major malfunction? Oh, Sten's dead. I don't think I can heal him in time. Oh, I can. Whack. 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 Oh, down he went. I'm just gonna have to switch parties and get Alistair back out because this guy cannot survive. Could make poisons, or I could not do that. Can we talk about how terrifying it is that these spiders are so big they need actual fucking skeletons? I find this horrific, personally. So many goddamn mercenaries. Nobody asked for this. Nobody wanted this. I'm just trying to collect leaves for my leaf collection. Can I pull just one of you? Back up, back up, back up! Alright. Kill the dog first. I may have made an oopsie by doing an area effect attack on the dog. Oh, he immediately got out of the stun. Sten! Sten, what are you doing? Coughing blood. Okay, that's not good. Is a penalty to attack, is a penalty to arm. He's having the worst fucking time. Oh wow, I could buy followers? I'm sure that only requires my social security number. Oh, Sten's dead. Shit. Stab. There he goes. Oh, there we go. Oh, I was almost dead. Holy hell.
I need healing soon. Could someone please stop the bleeding?
No. Nah, we'll deal with this the old-fashioned way of just running away and leaving combat. Maybe. Maybe it'll let us leave combat.
Could someone please stop the bleeding?
Alright, guess we're just going in as is. stuff mid-combat. Would you look at that?
I
All right.
want it. I can't go on like this.
Oh, shut up.
Saving the day.
Okay. Up, 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 up.
Is that all my blood?
Ah! I've been stunned.
Is that all my blood?
Come here, you. I don't have to put up with this bullshit.
Too easy.
Alright. Ding dong, the mercs are dead.
Someone tell them to stop hitting me!
Okay, we got some chainmail gloves. Alright. We're just not exiting combat anymore. There it goes.
I see I bested them even while unconscious. I'm that amazing.
Coughing blood, cracked skull. Not having a good time. Not having a good time at all. Alright, now you're thinking of portals. I'll let you keep what you got. Weapon-wise. Now we flee. You have equipped heavy or massive armor. Okay. Boo doo boo ba doo boo.
I don't like this place.
Oh, well, that's too bad.
Why did we come here?
Do 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 do. Use. Pay me.
The path of righteousness is full of hardship, but the Maker smiles upon its travelers.
Great. I just want the money, boy. Alright. So we need to kill bears. Good wife Sarha. Okay. So let's go kill bears and find a corpse, I guess. Such is life. I made 3 gold though. Racking up the money. I have other quests in this area. J. Oh, just the Chanter's board. Highway, running. Broken Circle, Nation of the Beast, Paragon, Garlic. Okay. Where are the bears? We need to kill bears. Bears, 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 bearsy, bearsy, bearsies. I feel like the bears are gonna be worse than the
Breath alert.
fuck. Holy wolves! Oh my god, there's so many of them. Why? Sten, why can't you do that when we're fighting mercenaries?
It's your time to die.
I could not pull just one at a time. I pulled 17 wolves. Alright, everyone. Be cool. Oh, she's dead. So is Sten. Holy hell. Why are wolves so terrifying? Oh, he got overwhelmed. Okay, that's next on my list. I think this is going to be a game over here in a second. There we go. We're doing it. We're doing it. Stab. I don't know what's up with my rogue just being the tankiest person on the team, but he is living his best life. Poor Sten's over here. What injury did he get that time? So he's coughing blood. He has a cracked skull and a concussion. Probably from the cracked skull. Amazingly, getting eaten by wolves hurts your skull a lot. I'm like, I could spend the resources to heal that, but we have like 2 missions left before we leave for camp, which will auto heal everything, so I think they're just gonna have to deal with the fact that their heads are not working anymore. Oh look, it's a corpse. Oh wow. We have recovered the keepsake. She's dead as fuck. That's like a special brand. That's like special promotion levels of dead. Alright. No. No. Sten, follow me into battle. Everyone focus one bear at a time. I'm gonna help Liliana here, who's getting hacked. There we go. That's how a fight should go. Just a couple of guys fighting 3 bears. Nobody dying. Alright, was that all of it? Lothering. All the bears are dead. Found the keepsake. Cool. There were only 3 bears. This town couldn't handle 3 bears. Although, to be fair, bears are terrifying. What's this actually do? Mana regen and stamina regen. Yay! You, sir.
The path of righteousness is full of hardship, but the Maker smiles upon its travelers. And the stars stood still, the winds did quiet,
Good.
and all animals of
Great.
earth and air held their breath. All was silent in prayer and thanks.
Dude, just give me my cash. What? 50 silver, that's it.
And Eileen spoke unto the masses, My hearth is yours, my bread is yours, my life is yours. For all who walk in the sight of the Maker are one.
Yeah.
Let all repeat the chant of light. Only the word dispels the darkness upon us.
He can't answer you. He's chanted Devons.
What the fuck?
No, he's a chanter. One of them that can only say the chant of light. His board has letters of good deeds to be doing. My father fixed Widow Allison's roof once, and the charter paid him, he did.
A learned child is a blessing upon his
Why couldn't I
parents
get the
and
job to
unto the
fix
Maker.
someone's roof? I had to go out there and get stabbed multiple times.
There's all sorts of things on his board. Even traveling sellswords sometimes turn in postings. Unless it's the chant of light, no.
And so Rajmael
I'm gonna make
in
that
the
happen.
heathen temple recanted. Speak only the word, sing only the chant, then the golden city is thine, spoke Andraste.
Good old religious indoctrination.
What?
Ha!
Oh, you got him to speak. Ha!
What hath man's sin wrought?
What hath
Oh, he
man's
cheated.
sin wrought? It's like one of my favorite quotes that I quote all the time from this game. So many times. Ooh. Rubble.
I'm off.
Found a ring. Right, so... Yep. We are done with Lothering. We are... Wait, I want to check. I want to sell some shit. Can I just pick this locker from anybody? Take your mushroom. And a helmet, apparently.
Oh, friend. Care to take advantage of your discount?
Yes. Yes, I would.
This way. And beware the urchins.
They have grabby little hands.
Yeah. I'm just gonna sell shit. You can't stop me. Keep that for now. Oath Keeper. That's a pretty dope sword right there. I'll have to give that to my good boy Alistair. Give me that. Oh, I have a second enchanted dagger that I could have been using this entire fucking time. Fuck that X. Doop. Kunari Thicken Cap. Hold on to that, I guess. Got a Templar shield, a metal cage. Well, keep waiting until we can talk to Alistair about that. You can have this ring. I do enjoy soul rot bombs that I never use. Have that. That's a gift I should keep. Gift. It's pretty cool. Just get rid of these salves that I never use. It's fine. This is fine. Give me all of your healing. Where's your other? Do you have a backpack for me to buy? No. No, you do not. Moving on. Put on that enchanted dagger. Because this is a BioWare game. Where I get all the cool shit. Or I am the main character. Everyone else can, you know, deal with it. I guess. Kind of. I don't think the innkeeper has a backpack, so I'm not going to bother going through that loading screen when I can just run this way. Oh look, peasant bones. Oh, I love sifting through rocks for random shit. Give a whole ass shield. Do.
Get back, Sandal! Don't let him touch you!
Oh god. Why am I being attacked here? Oh look, Sten's fucking dying again. What a lad. Oh, can I stop you from dying this time? I wasn't paying attention to how fast you were dying, and that's on me. Oh, he made it. Fucking... Oh, Leon is down. Cool. The archers. Tell you what, when Sten actually hits, he hits like a goddamn truck. Stun you. Whoosh. Sten lived a whole round. And on this day, we rejoice that Sten does not suck ass anymore. Or as much ass. Alright, can we exit combat now, buddy? Blood Mage. Sealed letter.
Mighty timely arrival there, my friend. I'm much obliged.
Happened to me.
You want a reward, eh? I suppose that's an entirely reasonable
We are
request.
here for
That is
cash.
100 silver sound. I was going to use that to fix up the cart, but quite frankly, I'll be grateful enough that my son and I come out of this with our heads.
Yeah, sure.
Good. One good turn deserves another. That's what the missus always claims.
You have a wife?
Name's Bodon Feddick, merchant and entrepreneur. This here is my son, Sandal. Say hello, my boy.
Hello.
Road's been mighty dangerous these days. Mind if I ask what brings you out here? Perhaps we're going the same way.
Just, you know...
Grey Wardens. My, that does
You know,
rather explain a lot.
fugitives from the king.
No offense, but I suspect there's more excitement on your path than my boy and I can handle. Allow me to bid you farewell and good fortune, though.
Goodbye.
Now then, let's get this mess cleaned up, shall we?
Just gonna loot this box. at you. Okay, okay. We're living. Moving on. And away we go. And now Lothering is dead. Because that's canonically what happens once I leave. Rogues are at their best when they can backstab. Good, good. We love nightmares about dragons.
Bad dreams, huh? Drank more like, as in the tainted blood, remember? You see, part of being a Grey Warden is being able to hear the Darkspawn. That's what your dream was, hearing them.
Oh, good.
The Archdemon, it talks to the Horde, and we feel it just as they do. That's why we know this is really a blight.
Great.
He did. He said he felt the Archdemon's presence. Everyone just assumed he was guessing. It takes a bit,
great.
but eventually you can block the dreams out. Some of the older Grey Wardens say they can understand the Archdemon a bit, but I sure can't. Anyhow, when I heard you thrashing around, I thought I should tell you.
Tell me now?
It's scary at first.
Multiple nights after that we've had this happen?
Other than dying young and the whole defeat the Blight alone thing, no. I'm all tapped out for surprises. Anyhow, you're up now, right? Let's pull up camp and get a move on.
Boy, it's still evening.
Ah, it's good to see you, my timely rescuer.
What
Bodon
the
Fenwick
fuck are
at
you
your
doing?
service once again. I saw your camp and thought to myself, what safer place to rest for the evening than in the camp of a Grey Warden? I'm perfectly willing to offer you a fine discount for the inconvenience of our presence. How does that sound? Good?
Sir, your arm just clipped through your son's arm.
I'm sure you'll be pleased with the goods my boy and I have collected, and with your discount.
I do enjoy saving money. I really want backpack. Oh. I don't have enough gold to get this. That's unfortunate. Oh, I want it though. Cat Lady's hobble stick. Protective cone. Okay. Well, since I can't get what I want, I'm just gonna buy all these healings. Good. Good, 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 good. Moving on. I feel like I should talk to Sten and like get to know my party a
Yes.
little bit. I have a
I am
question.
hardly surprised.
Oh, fuck off.
To answer a question. The Arishok asked what is the Blight. By his curiosity, I am now here.
That's real shitty.
Yes. Never. I cannot go home.
Why not?
It doesn't matter now. Can we move on? We keep the Darkspawn waiting. Speak, then. Then I suggest we move on. Sitting, as you observed.
God, you are...
No, it's a choice, not a necessity. Warden, if I truly disliked you, I would leave. That I am still here, you may interpret however you choose.
I am being tolerated, that's what I'm hearing.
Parshera, was there anything else? As you wish.
I guess we'll just leave. Since you refuse to talk to me and be my friend. Will you talk to me and be my friend?
Well, here I am.
You certainly are here.
I knew this would come up sooner or later. I don't know how to explain, but I had a dream. In it, there was an impenetrable darkness. It was so dense, so real. And there was a noise, a terrible, ungodly noise. I stood on a peak and watched as the darkness consumed everything. And when the storm swallowed the last of the sun's light, I fell. And the darkness drew me in.
How horrifying.
When I woke, I went to the Chantry's gardens, as I always do. But that day, the rose bush in the corner had flowered. Everyone knew that bush was dead. It was grey and twisted and gnarled, the ugliest thing you ever saw. But there it was, a single beautiful rose. It was as though the Maker stretched out his hand to say, even in the midst
I feel like
of
you're
this
interpreting
darkness,
this in a way that
there
benefits
is
you.
hope and beauty. Have faith. In my dream, I fell, or maybe I jumped. I'd do anything to stop the Blight. I know that we can do it. There are so many good things in the Maker's world. How can I sit by while the Blight devours everything?
Well, you know. Guess that makes
Why
sense.
You're a Grey Warden. Come, there's a Blight to stop.
Hey, approval. Since this is a BioWare game, just getting someone to like you means you can have sex. Woo! That's how this works.
What do you wish of me? If you must.
Do.
Why do you ask me such questions? I do not probe you for pointless information, do I?
I am curious.
Any number of cats could inform you of the answer to that question, but have it your way. What is it you asked? If I grew up in the wilds? A curious question. Where else would you picture me? For many years it was simply Flemeth and I. The wilds and its creatures were more real to me than Flemeth's tales of the world of man. In time I grew curious. I left the wilds to explore what lay beyond, never for long. Brief forays into a civilized wilderness.
Civilized wilderness.
For the most part, Flemeth taught me well. For all that I had been taught, however, the truth of the civilized lands proved to be overwhelming. I was unfamiliar with so much. So confident and bold was I, yet there was much that Flemeth could never have prepared me for.
Like what?
Equal parts daring and foolhardy, perhaps. Only once was I accused of being a witch of the wilds, and that by a chastened who happened to be traveling with a merchant caravan. He pointed and gasped, and began shouting in his strange language, and most assumed he was casting some curse upon me. I acted the terrified girl, and naturally, he was arrested. Men are always willing to believe two things about a woman. One, that she is weak, and two, that she finds him attractive.
This is true.
I played the weakling and battered my eyelashes at the captain of the guard. Child's play. The point being that I was able to move through human lands fairly easily. Whatever humans think a witch of the wild looks like, 'tis not I. Not that I did not have trouble. There are things about human society which have always puzzled me, such as the touching. Why all the touching for a simple greeting?
Why not? I feel like that's mildly inappropriate.
To begin with, yes. What is the point of touching my hand? I find it an offensive intrusion. There were many nuances that Flemeth could never tell me of. When to look into another's eyes. How to eat at a table. How to bargain without offending. None of these things I knew. I still do not understand it all, truth be told, but then
Well, there's
I
no
gave
bargaining
up
in this
long
world.
ago
You just
any
pay
hope
what
of
they
doing
ask
so.
for.
When I returned to the wilds last, I swore to Flemeth that I had no intention of leaving again. I have no qualm with the mission I have been set to. Flemeth was correct, like it or not. The Darkspawn are an enemy of all. Well, let's get on with it before
you
the
know,
ground opens up and swallows us,
Cannibalistic
yes?
demons be like that. Ah! Approval! What are... Oh, I know what you are.
You're a hard man to find.
Darn tootin'.
My manners. The name is Levy. Levy Dryden. Did Duncan ever mention me? Levy of the coins? Levy the trader? Really? He never told you of old Levy? We've known each other for years.
Nope.
But here I am carrying on while you...
In my defense, I knew him for
Don't want to
approximately
waste your time. But you
12
see,
minutes.
Duncan promised that together we'd look into something important for the Wardens. And for me. But poor Duncan's... well, no more. A tragedy it is, at that. But I know he would want his work carried on. His pledge fulfilled. My family... well, past a bit checkered to see. Nobles look at us with disdain. My great-great-grandmother, Sophia Dryden, was the last Warden commander of Ferelden back when the Wardens were known as freeloaders. So King Arlen banished the Wardens, and he took House Dryden's land and titles.
Well, that's tragic.
And then some. Not much is known about that time. After King Arlen died, there was a civil war, loads worse than this one. And our family was on the run, hunted by
Are we
enemies,
officially in a
with
civil
nary
war?
a friend in the world. But Drydens are tough. We rebuilt, became merchants, and we never lost our pride.
All right.
I ask for the truth. My family reveres Sophia Dryden. We know she died at the old Grey Warden base, Soldier's Peak. We want evidence to clear her name. It won't restore our land or our titles, but it'll restore our honor.
Honor.
Well, no one's been to Soldier's Peak since Arlen's days. At least none that's come back. I spent years mapping the maze of tunnels to the peak, and I found the way a few years back. So I went to Duncan, I did, and I said that he could reclaim the old base and my family could have its honor. Darkspawn surfaced in southern Ferelden, and Duncan got plenty busy recruiting new wardens and meeting with good King Cailan. Duncan
That
said he
do
would
be
help
how
after
the
the Battle of
wardens
Ostagar.
do.
Said there might be useful things at the peak, but he never had the chance.
Never had the chance. I will
Thousand
help
blessings
you.
upon you, Warden.
For I
I'll
am
mark
an
down the
antagonist.
location on your map. When you arrive, we'll pick our way through the tunnels together.
Cool. Sounds like a blast. That's taken care of.
Hello.
The boy's a bit simple, but he's rather good with enchantments. One of those tranquil fellas actually
Ooh.
called him a... what was he now? A savant. I had...
Very well. Okay. Now we yeet. Doggy. Gather your party and venture forth? Yes. Alright, one mage.
Yes.
Yes.
We'll just try taking 2 warriors with us this time. Outskirts, Slithering, Redcliffe, there we go. That's where we want to be.
Look, can we talk for a moment? I need to tell you something. I should probably have told you earlier. I don't know. I doubt it. I've never liked it, that's for sure. Well, let's see. How do I tell you this? We're almost at Redcliffe. Did I say how I know Arl Eamon exactly?
No. No, you did not.
No, I'm not his son. I'm a bastard. My mother was a serving girl at Redcliffe Castle, and she died when I was born. Arl Eamon took me in and raised me before I was sent to the Chantry. The reason he did that was because, well, because my father was King Marek.
Wow.
Which made Cailan my half-brother, I suppose.
Wow. Not just a bastard, you're a royal bastard.
Ha! Yes, I guess it does it, that. I should use that line more often. I would have told you, but it never really meant anything to me. I was inconvenient, a possible threat to Cailan's rule, and so they kept me secret.
Yeah, that tracks.
I'd never talked about it to anyone. Everyone who knew either resented me for it or they coddled me. Even Duncan kept me out of the fighting because of it. I didn't want you to know as long as possible. I'm sorry.
You should be sorry. Bum, 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 bum.
Why wouldn't he? He was King Marek's best friend. I don't know if that means anything, though. I certainly never considered the idea that it
Oh,
might
great.
ever
Now we're
be
going to have
enforced.
political assassins
Arl Eamon
after us,
eventually
too.
married a young woman from Orlais, despite all the problems it caused with the king so soon after the war. He loved her a great deal. Anyway, The new Arlessa resented the rumors which pegged me as the Arl's bastard. They weren't true, but of course they existed. The Arl didn't care, but she did.
Evil
so
stepwife.
I was packed to the nearest monastery.
Stepwife, evil stepmother.
Just as well. The Arlessa made sure the castle wasn't a home to me by that point. She despised me.
Rude.
Maybe. She felt threatened by my presence. I can see that now. I can't say I blame her. She wondered if the rumors were true herself.
You should definitely blame her.
I had an amulet with Andraste's holy symbol on it. The only thing I had of my mother's. I was so furious at being sent away, I tore it off and threw it at the wall. And it shattered.
Shattered.
Stupid thing to do. The Owl came by the monastery a few times to see how I was, but I was stubborn. I hated it there and blamed him for everything. And eventually, he just stopped coming. Let's hope not. I'm the son of a commoner and a Grey Warden to boot. It was made very clear to me early on that there was no room for me raising any rebellions or such nonsense. And that's fine by me.
Ah, yes, this
Now,
the
if
simple
there's an heir to
nonsense
be
of raising a
found, it's
rebellion
Arl
to the
Eamon
crown.
himself. He's not of royal blood, but he is Kaelin's uncle, and more importantly, very popular with
Very
people.
popular with
Now,
people.
if he's really as sick as we've heard, oh no, I don't want to think about that. I really don't. So there you have it. Now can we move on? And I'll just pretend you still think I'm some nobody who was too lucky to die with the rest of the Grey Wardens.
Sure.
Oh, lovely. I'm going to regret this. Somehow I just know it.
Woo! Plot. Right, I need to give Alistair some shit. I think that's worth it. Just think it'll be fine. Yeah, I think it'll be fine. It's a cooler looking sword anyway. Okay. Alright. Moving on. We've made it through more
I
talk
saw
now.
travelers coming down the road. though
Time
I
to talk to
scarcely
more
believed
people.
it. Have you come to help us? So you don't know? Has nobody out there heard?
Heard what, man?
We heard news about the king and all the fighting. That was before everything started here. We're under attack. Monsters come out of the castle every night and attack us until dawn. Everyone's been fighting and dying.
Apparently everyone seems to agree that a blight is the perfect time to start killing each other. Marvelous, really.
We've no army to defend us. No Arl and no king to send us help. So many are dead.
Sounds like you guys are screwed.
And those left are terrified they're next.
Hold on, what is this evil that's attacking you?
I don't rightly
Zombies.
know. I'm sorry, nobody does. I should take you to Ban Tegan. He's all that's holding us together. He'll want to see you.
Ban Tegan, Arlemon's brother. He's here.
Yes. It's not far, if you'll come with me.
Ah, look at this. Pretty as a picture. Loading. Time for more talking. Cutscenes and talking, talking and cutscenes.
It's Thomas, yes? And who are these people with you? They're obviously.
Why are you wearing normal clothes?
No, my lord. They just arrived, and I
Peasants I understand, but we know you have
done,
armor.
Thomas. Greetings, friends. My name is Tegan, Ban of Rainersphere, brother to the Arl.
I remember you, Ban Tegan. Though the last time we met, I was a lot younger and covered in mud.
Covered in mud? Alistair? It is you, isn't it? You're alive! This is wonderful news.
Is it?
Still alive, yes. Though not for long if Tern Loghain has anything to say about it.
Indeed. Loghain would have us believe all Grey Wardens died along with my nephew, amongst other things. What, that he pulled his men in order to save them? That Kalen risked everything in the name of glory? Hardly. Loghain calls the Grey Wardens traitors, murderers of the king. I don't believe it. It is an act of a desperate man.
Because I didn't.
So you are a Grey Warden as well. A pleasure to meet you. I wish it were under better circumstances. You're here to see my brother. Unfortunately, that might be a problem. Eamon is gravely ill.
Gravely.
No one has heard from the castle in days. No guards patrol the walls, and no one has responded to my shouts.
No one.
The attack started a few nights ago. Evil things surged from the castle. We drove them back, but many perished during the assault.
Tragic.
There are no darkspawn here, and nothing to gain. It is a fool's errand.
Sten, shut the fuck up.
Perhaps.
How pointless to help these villagers fight an impossible battle. One would think we had enough to contend.
Lady, we're gonna get paid out of this.
elsewhere.
Thank you. Thank you. This means more to me than you can guess. Thomas, please tell Murdoch what transpired. Then return to your post.
Yes, my lord.
Look, man, I'm
Now,
just here
there
for
is much
cash.
to do before night falls. I put 2 men in charge of the defense outside. Murdoch, the village mayor, is outside the chantry. Sir Perth, one of Eamon's knights, is just up the cliff at the windmill, watching the castle. You may discuss with them the preparations for the coming battle.
Sure, sure.
Very well. Luck be with you, my friend.
Oh, wow. Holy hell.
Let us pray. Blessed art thou who exists in the Maker's sight. Blessed art thou who seeks his forgiveness.
They're gone.
Blessed art thou who seeks his return.
Hey, anything going on?
I'm scared, Mother. When are the bad men coming?
Good day.
Soon, darling.
Good day.
Okay, you have a name, but I can't talk to you.
You're a Grey Warden,
Ah, I
right?
can talk to you.
Were you in Ostagar? In the Korkari Wilds? My husband and son went there to bring the chant of light to the chastened. But I haven't heard from them since. I am. You've heard of me? I thought that might be the case.
Oh yeah, they're fucking dead, lady.
Thank you for telling me.
Is this supposed to be part of her clothes or her skin? This is concerning me.
Maker's blessings upon you.
I want to go home.
These are terrible times. Just terrible.
I thought...
Why can't we go home?
Sorry. Am I bothering you? I'll try to be more quiet.
What is up with these clothes? Like, just this random neck guard?
Those things dragged my mother away. I don't know what happened to her, but I hear her screaming all the time. Everywhere. And now my brother Bevan, he ran off. I don't know where he is. I'm so scared they got him too.
Well, that's a fucking problem.
I went to our house. It's by the square. He wasn't there. I searched the rest of the village too. I called and I called, but he never answered. I wonder if he ran off into the woods. I'm so worried. Without me, he has nobody.
Nobody. Oh, find him.
You will. Thank you so much. Please find him. I'm so scared, Father. What are we going to do?
Silence, girl.
Alright, we go outside. We begin the quests. Here's the militia. Where's the mayor?
We don't have the men we need. And their numbers just keep growing each night.
I can't believe how cowardly and selfish Twin is being.
I don't want to think about
I'm telling the missus he doesn't deserve
guess
the
this might
blackberry
be the last
tart
night after
anymore.
Who the fuck is Quinn?
Nobody.
Still no sign of them coming back from the castle, Murdoch.
So you're the Grey Warden, are you? I heard they all died with the king.
Well, no.
Could be that I did. We aren't gonna turn aside anyone who wants to help, though. Don't take me for being an ingrate or nothing.
Well, we do want to help however we can. You can trust us.
Name's Murdoch, mayor of what's left of the village, providing we aren't all killed and hauled off to the castle tonight.
Well, have faith.
I hope you're right. I've
Yeah,
been
put
trying
all
to
those
hold
points
us
into
together,
persuade for
but
nothing.
It isn't easy. Anyhow, you're here, and they tell me you're in charge.
God, your voice is just so gravelly. I guess what can I do?
We need what little armor and weapons we got repaired, and quickly, or half of us will be fighting without either. Owen's the only blacksmith who can do it, but the stubborn fool refuses to even talk. If we're to be ready for tonight, we'll need that crotchety bastard's help.
Alright.
His daughter, Valena, is one of the Alessa's maids, so he hasn't heard from her since this whole business started. He demanded we attack the castle, break down the gate, and force our way in.
Ah, yes, a
Said
perfectly
it was
reasonable
impossible, but he
request.
wouldn't listen. He's locked himself in the smithy now. I can't force him to do repairs. He said he'd rather die first.
Well, I'll
I'd appreciate it. If he doesn't help, he'll die like the rest of us. What good will that do anyone then? Tell them to maintain watch. I don't want a surprise attack.
Go
Alright.
away. Curse you. Leave me in peace. You've already taken everything out of my stores. There's nothing left.
Wow, you are just a problem.
Huh? Who is that? What do you want? I've been through enough. Hmm? Alright, alright. Let me undo the
Aha!
All I ask is that
Just
you don't
persuade
make any
everyone.
trouble.
You don't need to actually be good at the game when you can just persuade your way through all your problems.
Somebody's been drinking.
So I let you in. You wanted to talk. Now we're talking. Mind telling me who you are? A Grey Warden, is it?
Bet your
It
dongus.
takes all kinds. Funny, you didn't sound like an elf through the door.
What does that even
Can't
mean?
say I expected that. Anyhow, my name's Owen.
Racist
so you
old
might
man.
already know that. Care to join me as I get besotted? Or is there something in particular you wanted?
I got besotted last night and I'm still recovering from it, so...
Why should I help Murdoch when he won't help me? Hmm? My girl, Valena, is one of the Alessa's maids and she's trapped up there in the castle, but the mayor won't send anyone for her. She's been my life since my wife passed on 2 years ago. Now she's dead, or soon to be. I don't care what happens to me or the village, or anyone!
So you intend to drink yourself?
I'm an old man. Everyone knows we aren't making it through the night. Or are you going to save us?
Bet your ass I'm going to.
Is that so? Maybe it's the drink talking, but you almost sound like you believe that.
It's like I'm a protagonist or something, man.
If you want me to do repairs for Murdoch and his men, promise me you'll go into the castle and find my daughter.
Sure.
Not good enough. Murdoch said the same damn thing, and I didn't believe him either.
You were asking a great deal, you wretched little man.
I want a promise. Promise me that you'll look for her. That you'll bring her back to me if you can. I'll accept that. It's something to hope for, at least.
Morgan.
Oh, lovely.
Yep.
Shall we next begin rescuing kittens from trees?
Morgan,
Is this a
shut
promise we will
up.
not keep?
Let's hope not.
What's this?
I said nothing to you, human.
Right then. It seems I have some work to do relighting a
Jeez.
forge, and I suppose...
All my friends are mad that I'm like
That's
helping
mine.
people for money.
Maybe at the mill. Murdoch just better send his men here as soon as possible if I'm gonna get to all these repairs and get them done by nightfall. If you need anything done, well, just let me know. I've got a lot to do now, so you'll have to excuse me.
Sure.
I must admit, it feels good to be up and doing something finally. There's no way I'm sobering up before morning, however.
Yeah, that's great, man. Maybe drink some water.
Right.
Do you have a backpack? Nope. Crafting accessories. You're right, you really don't have much.
Hey, I see you found my hiding place. I stuck some old equipment in there before Murdoch could get his hands on it. I don't think there's anything you'll need in there. But it's hard to say. I was in a bit of a rush when I filled it up. Not if I'm going to repair the equipment they have. That stuff is old anyhow. Yeah. Let me open.
Yeah, sure. Just let me go through your shit.
Key.
This is a perfectly reasonable interaction between two people. I can't target it now. There we go. You're right, there's nothing worthwhile in there. How much inventory space do I have?
I must admit.
Yeah,
feels good to be
let's
up.
talk business. Sales shit. That. Okay. Whoa, what did I just sell? Oh, chainmail boots. Okay. Sell you, and sell you. Maybe, there we go. You, and you, and you. And you. Alright. Oh, that blood idol on someone. Milestone pass. Okay. Alright, out we go. We have done a task.
Well, it looks like Owen's finally doing the repairs we need. The damn fool is falling over drunk and still manages to make smithying look easy. Good enough, I say. I'll inform Bantigan the militia is ready to fight. We'll give those bastards a welcome they won't soon forget. I hope you're right. We may just be village folk, but we're going to fight like there's no tomorrow.
Darn tootin'.
We could use some extra bodies. Having a veteran like Dwyn in the militia would help a lot, but he flat out refuses.
Flat out refuses?
He's a trader, a dwarf, lives near the lake. Locked himself up in his home with some of his workers, he has. Says he doesn't need any of us. We could use somebody with his fighting experience, but he won't come out.
Sure.
I have a good feeling about tonight.
Good, good. Moving on. Can I loot that? Nope. Yeah! Area transition. Can I loot anything in here? Yup.
Go away. This isn't your home.
A small human. I say burn it out.
Ah! What are you doing? All right, I'll come out.
Just having Sten in my party makes this easier.
Please, don't hurt me. I'll go back to the Chantry if you want. I didn't mean any harm. I can't tell you. It's a secret.
It's a secret. Are you sure?
You could. Alright, I guess. Father said I could have his sword when I grew up. It was Grandfather's. And Grandfather was a great dragon slayer. I thought...
That's a hell of a resume.
If I was brave like Grandfather, I could use his sword and kill the bad people who took Mother.
Right. You, the small child, are going to fight the zombie horde.
No. Well, maybe the sword was too heavy for me. I guess I'm not as strong as I thought I was.
Yeah. Give me the sword,
in the
kid.
chest. In Mother's room. Father gave me a key, but I'm not supposed to give it to anyone.
Give me the key, kid.
But I can't give it to you. It was Father's. Caitlin would be so mad if I did. You could? Maybe you could give my sister money? She said if we had money, we'd be alright. Even if Mother is dead.
Money's like the one thing I want.
Oh, alright. Here's the key. I hope you use it to kill a lot of those bad people. I should go back to the Chantry.
Yeah, you should, kid.
Good luck.
Get the fuck out. Okay. Give the green blade. Hey, Alistair, can you use this? Is it worth using? Let's see. Better damage, better crit chance, better armor pen. Well, not necessarily better armor pen. I don't actually know which of these is better. I think I'm just gonna hold on to that for now and let him keep what he has. And this is a cozy little room. There's only 2 beds in this whole house, but there were at least 3 people living in here at one point. Someone was sleeping on the floor or on the kitchen table. Random hole in the dock there. I always thought Redcliffe's design was cool. Just like the dock city. Houses on stilts. I love houses on stilts. When I get to my, or one day, when I have money, I'm gonna buy a bunch of land in Maine, build a house, castle thing. Maybe I'll put it on stilts. Just for the hell of it. Doo-doo. That's Caitlin's home. I already went in there. What's this one? The General Store. Lamp oil. What? That's not what I wanted. Is it talents? Talent, there it is. How close am I to leveling up? Not close enough. Son of a bitch. Alright, Dwin.
Wonderful. Intruders. I hope you have a good reason for breaking and entering into my home.
Sure fucking do.
Apology accepted. The name's Dwin. Pleased to meet you. Now get out. So what? You recruiting for him? I'll tell you what I told Murdoch. I'm not risking my neck for this town. Thanks. But I'll take my chances in here. Everyone else can run around in the open waiting to die. Maybe. Let's hear what you've got. And what good would that do me? The Jarl's probably dead. I couldn't care
Well,
less
shit.
what Tegan thinks of me. What else you got? So, that's what it comes down to, huh? Fine. I'll go. If you want me out there so badly. Spoken like someone who doesn't know me very well.
I do not.
Go tell Murdoch he won. And I better see you out there in the square when those creatures come.
Haha. Didn't have to spend money. Loot. I can't loot his house? That's unfortunate. He has a shitty house anyway. I don't want the stuff he has. Can I get over there? Is that a door I can get in? Up. Broken in half rowboat there, you know, for posterity. Alright, Murdoch. There you are.
The repairs are underway surprisingly quickly, considering how drunk Owen is. We may just make it. Thanks for persuading him to come out.
Persuading.
He's going
like
to be
I didn't
a great
threaten
help.
to stab him in the
Just
heart
know
if he
it.
didn't come help.
There's not much time before sundown.
Yeah, well.
You'll find him and his men at the mill by the bridge to the north.
Cool, cool.
I have a good feeling of...
Yeah, good feeling about tonight.
I don't like being out here
Dry dock? Okay, so even if you built a boat here, how would you get it down to the water? What kind of messed up town is this? Can I get in up there? Is that a... I can. There's... Whoa! What the fuck? What is this? Let me in. Let me in. Hello, Bella.
Another doomed soul come to drown their sorrows here, I see. If you came here for a drink, you'd have to talk to Lloyd. He's got a vice grip on the spigots. I'm just here to keep the boys from mutiny. Not much. He's very quiet. Says his name's Beric and he's here to meet his brother, but I think he's lying. He's a bit creepy. What business? Without the castle soldiers, the only customers we have are local. And they're all in the militia with no money to spend. The few with any money are here, but it's not enough to justify working. Lloyd's a greasy pig. And if I didn't need this job so badly,
Well?
he gropes me and pays me next to nothing. But I suppose it could be worse. Not like I've got many options.
Well...
And go where? With no money and no prospects, I just end up somewhere else working for someone worse. You mean after the fighting's over? I'd really like that. What would I have to do in return? Well, I can't promise that, but thank you. I don't really know what to say. Keep safe.
Berwick.
Not looking for company. What? How did you know that? Well, that's my name. Why? No reason. I just didn't know how you knew my name. That's all.
Hmm.
My what? Oh, yes. He was supposed to meet me here. And then I got stuck here when monsters from the castle attacked.
He still should have shown up.
No. Those who tried are dead. And, I have to wait for my brother. Look, just because you're an elf doesn't mean we should be friends. I was just told to... just leave me alone. Nothing! Nobody told me to do anything.
Never actually done this before. I have no idea what I'm
Just because you're a Grey
doing.
Warden doesn't mean you can go around
Aha!
threatening people. I just, overheard it, that's all.
Uh-huh.
If you'll excuse me, I want to get to the Chantry before the sun goes down. But I never...
Aha!
All right, I'll tell you. Just don't hurt me. This is more than I bargained for. Look, they just paid me to watch the castle and send word if anything should change. But they never said anything about monsters. I haven't even been able to report anything since this started. I'm stuck, same as you, I swear. Just to report any changes, honest. All I could send word about was the Arl getting sick. After that, monsters started coming from the castle.
Great. Who's they?
Tall fellow. I forget his name. He, said he was working for Hal. Arl Rendon Hal. He's an important man, Terran Logain's right hand. So I didn't
Stupid
do
name.
anything wrong. I don't know anything about these creatures. When the Arl got sick, I got scared that people would think I was involved. But I swear I don't know anything about it. They sent me to watch. Maybe they knew the Arl would get sick. I don't know. Here, this is a letter from them. It has instructions and everything. Keep it. Do whatever you want with it. I just thought I was serving the king and making a bit of coin on the side. Yeah,
have to believe me.
Fitting.
Yeah, there we go.
Oh, all right, I'll do it. Thank you for
I didn't know
your
that was an
mercy.
option I could do.
I won't forget it.
Okay, there he goes.
Hello there, friend. Can't say we've ever met before. Stranger to the village, I take it. Haven't had many travelers lately. All this nonsense is bad for business. Bet you regret coming, yes? Oh, you know, evil creatures, impending doom, civil war, and the Earl's dead in the castle. Makes you thirsty, don't it? So, what'll it be? You are here to drink, I hope. Fine. Make them quick. Why? When them creatures attack, I lock myself in the cellar. Just batten the hatches and wait it out. What's the point in getting myself killed with all the rest of them? If that makes me a coward, then I'm a coward.
You are a coward.
But Van Tegan said we didn't have to. He said... Ah, fine, I'll go.
I approve. All who are able should fight.
But all of this better be here when I get back. I don't want the place drunk out from under me. Blasted bloody...
Cool.
I see you got that bastard Lloyd to join the militia. It's about time he did something to help out. I guess this puts me in charge. Poor Lloyd will have an apoplexy just thinking about it,
Fuck is an apoplexy?
Fair enough. Let me see what Lloyd stored in the back. You can help yourself.
Hell yeah. Oh, she's giving it to me for free. Amazing. Give me all of your shit. Is that a gift? That's a gift. Give. Woo! Cool. Fantastic. Alright. So she's in charge now. Maybe she can just be like the tavern owner afterwards. He'll die in the militia, all will be well. Cool. I never knew that was up there. I've played this game so many times, and I've done this mission so many times, and never knew there was a tavern on that hill. The things you learn. Or I can get out of my waist then. House. This is actually a cool house. Hello, sir.
Yes? What can I do for you? Very well.
Oops, the fuck?
Yes.
Why am I so bad at everything? Moving on, I guess.
Tell me something, Morrigan. Did you live there in that forest your entire life?
I left it on occasion, but I always returned. Why? Is that so strange? It was my home.
But it was just you and your mother there. No one else.
Mother occasionally had company.
What? Company? Do I even want to ask?
No.
Greetings, Grey Warden. I am as relieved as Van Tegan is to see
armor
you
is
here.
cool.
I must admit, I do not know how to address an elf in your position. I do not wish to be rude. Please take no offense then, my good man, for I meant none. I am Sir Perth, until recently in direct service of Arl Eamon of Redcliffe.
Fucking racist.
For now my charge is defending the village from these evil assaults. Would that I had chosen not to seek out the urn of sacred ashes. Perhaps I would have fended off whatever evil befell the castle. Or perhaps I would be dead. Ah well, with the Grey Warden aiding our defense, perhaps all is not lost.
There you go, that's the spirit.
No one told me of this. Oil, you say? How much exactly? Assuming that would hurt them. Yes, I see what you have in mind. That might be effective, if used carefully. Yes, excellent idea. I'll send some men to collect the oil.
There we go.
We'll use it to slow these creatures down. Have you anything else to ask me in the meantime? We have sufficient armor and weapons, but my knights are too few to stand against the monsters without assistance. Perhaps you could approach Mother Hannah in the Chantry for some holy protection against these evil creatures. Otherwise, I do not know what else you could provide beyond your own talents. We're as prepared for the onslaught as we could possibly be, all things considered.
I guess we'll see
That
what I can
gladdens
do.
my heart to hear it.
Bye.
As you wish, Grey Warden. Make a watch over you.
Yes, yes, very lovely. Let us soak in the vista before the massacre begins.
It is a pretty view right there. Look at that. Look at that castle. Thing's massive. I want one.
No word from the castle?
All is still as it has been for days.
Can I go up this way? Is there anything up here? No. Heck. Just popped in the most ineffective way. Oh, cool. I can just walk up to the gates, I guess? I can indeed just walk up to the gates and get absolutely nothing out of it. Cool. Back to the village. I don't understand the point of these platforms here. It's like, it's gonna be walking along the side of the building. There's no railing, so if someone gets drunk and walks to the front door, they can just fall. I need to go. Don't shoot me. Talk to the old lady in here.
Bevan said you were the one who found him. I can't possibly repay you.
Ba-bum-bum-bum.
Bevan told me about Grandfather's sword. So you have it then? I suppose it won't go to waste, at least.
I did promise.
I have no idea what it's worth, to be honest. And you found Bevan. I couldn't ask you for money.
The nice man in me wants to give lots of money. But I'm playing this as an asshole. But it is a good sword. Just
an honorable act.
Thank you. That's certainly a lot of coin.
I'm glad Sten
How can I
thinks I'm
ever
honorable.
repay you?
Just stay. Don't worry about it.
Maker sent you. I just know it. Thank you again.
Morgan disapproves of me being nice. Oh, Morgan leveled up. Huzzah! You need magic. There we go. Bear shape, you know. She said frost weapons this whole goddamn time. Arcane bolt. There we go.
You are of elven blood and a stranger, yet you defend a home.
Apparently
that
being
not
elf is
your
a big
own.
deal.
We are grateful for that. The Maker smiles on those who aid his children, regardless of their beliefs. But I do not wish to irritate you.
Good.
Allow me to introduce myself. I am revered Mother Hannah, head of this chantry, which for the
You
moment
talk so
is a
slowly.
place of refuge for these poor villagers. They are terrified of tonight's attack, and I fear these walls will not keep them safe. What can I do to help with your task?
Just
I have done all I can for them. I pray for them each night and seek the Maker's forgiveness for their sins before they face their deaths. What Sir Perth seeks is something that is not in my power to give.
So lie to them.
I can pray with them and give them my blessing. But Sir Perth wants me to call upon the Maker to shield them from evil.
Well, can't you just tell him the Maker will watch over him? Morale is a powerful thing, you know.
You mean you want me to let them think the Maker protects them in a real sense?
Yes.
I will not lie to them like that.
Do it.
I suppose their belief in the Maker's power could inspire them, but it just seems like trickery. Very well. If it keeps them alive, I will do what I must. I have a number of silver-cast holy symbols. Tell Sir Perth that he can have them, and that wearing them will confer the Maker's protection. Now please, let me tend to these poor folk.
We're gonna lie
I
to
must
some
do what
knights.
I can, and I suggest you do the same.
Yeah. Wait.
Good day.
Woo. We'll give these to the lad at the top of the hill. And then I believe it is time to start the siege. Slow. There you go,
The
buddy.
Knights of Redcliffe are ready to fight at your disposal.
Yep, said you wanted...
Have you spoken to the revered mother? Has she offered anything? If they are the same as the symbols worn by their priests, well, that would more than suffice.
Perfect.
I do not approve of magery and such, but the symbols of the Chantry are holy and blessed by the Maker, not the work of mages. I will send some men to collect the amulets. Please give my regards to Mother Hannah for seeing some sense at last.
Sure.
There is still time before the sun goes down. If you have not yet spoken to Murdoch, or if there is anything you have planned...
I'm ready now.
Good luck to you then, and may the Maker watch over us all.
Let's do this. It's time to stabble. That's a cool windmill.
They're coming.
Yeah, we knew this was happening. This was like everyone was aware.
Make ready!
Make ready. Still a cool windmill.
Light the traps. Burn these foul creatures.
Look, zombies. Let them walk through the fire and the flames. Look at all the stabbling happening. Whoosh. At least they're taking the cold damage. Alright, everyone's health is doing fine. All doing well. Don't run into the fire, you dinguses. Exactly what they're doing is running into the fire. Look at them! Literally ran in to get lit on fire. Come back the fuck up. Oh. Just keep stabbing. Just keep stabbing. My dude. Oh my god, there's so many of them. Whoosh.
The monsters are attacking!
attacking from the lake! They're attacking the barricades! We need help! Come on, we need to hurry!
Here I down, but I want to loot. There's nothing to loot. I think Alistair ran into the fire after that.
What now?
Thought I was healing you. No, I guess I didn't have to. I didn't realize we were generating. I think we actually lost a couple knights because, like I said, they ran into the fire. Alright. If we can't keep some of these militiamen alive. Someone's stepped up. Help me, Sten. Let Lloyd. Look at Lloyd go. Wow. Come on, Lloyd, just die. Ah, I'm about to die. That's what I get for wishing harm upon another person, I suppose. Instinct karma. Ah, have another. Do love the auto crits. No, don't hit the hard-working soldier. He doesn't deserve it. It's actually going really well. Like, I expected it'd be like fighting the wolves all over again where everyone's just dying, but no. Okay, then I said that Sten started taking hits, as is tradition.
Down you go.
Morgan, where are you at? You're getting whacked. Babe, stop. I can take you. Lloyd's still kicking. Oh god. Oh god. Things are not going well anymore. Everyone chug a potion. Delightful. Stab. Stab. Hey. Hey. Come here, you. Who are you calling a cootie queen? You lit liquor. Whack. 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 We have devolved to our base instincts of whack and whack harder. Whack. 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 Lloyd died. That's what we were hoping for. Oh no, Thomas also died. No fun.
Dawn arrives, and we survive the night.
That was a lot of zombies.
We are victorious. And though this victory came at great cost, we must remember none of us would be here were it not for the heroism of these good folk beside me.
Woo!
I thank you, good sir. Truly the Maker smiled on us when he sent you here in our darkest hour.
Darn tootin'.
If need be, with luck, we'll be discussing that with my brother.
Well, I had to
Let
try.
us bow our heads and give honor to those who gave their lives in defense of Redcliffe.
Murdoch of Redcliffe, Mayor and beloved father, we salute you.
You and so many others who have perished here, walk with he who
Or
is
Murdoch.
your maker. Long may you know the peace of his
Notice they didn't
love.
commend Lloyd.
With the Maker's favor, the blow we delivered today is enough for me to enter the castle and seek out your Arl. Be wary and watch for signs of renewed attack. We shall return with news as soon as we are able.
Woo!
Now we've no time to waste. Meet me at the mill. We can talk further there.
Sure. But first I gotta level up. Expert coercion. Ooh. I'm gonna get the mechanical expertise. There's a couple things I couldn't pick. I want to fix that. Excuse me. There's your problem. Dexterity up to 16, Constitution. Yeah, this will be fine. This is good. This is fine. Moving on. Alright. Let's see. Sunder arms. All he has. We'll do that. You need give you a point of dex, pump up your con. Shield balance. There we go. Perfect. Nice. Everything is going according to Keikaku. Which means plan. There were things I failed to pick, but I don't remember where they were. Say one was in here? Hell yeah.
I'm off.
Seriously? That's upsetting.
The end is upon us. The dead rise, and foul magic spreads across the land.
What is your name? Doomsayer.
Repent your sins before death. Beg for the Maker's divine forgiveness.
No.
I cannot. It is my sacred duty. Magic is everywhere. Everywhere. The time to repent has come. Another one of the damned. They are everywhere.
There he goes. I've done a public service. Is that an experience count? How have I never noticed that was there? Anyway, let's go see if our friend owns the tavern now that Lloyd, the tavern owner, has died.
I admit, for a while, I didn't think either of us would survive. It's good to see you did. You mean about helping me leave? I wouldn't hold you to that. You've already done so much for us. What do you have in mind? Travel with you? That sounds very dangerous.
I had to try.
I don't think a woman like me would do well in that sort of life.
A woman like you, perhaps.
I appreciate your offer, but I don't think I can do that. That's kind of you to offer, but I'd probably just end up broke somewhere else. Anything I can get you? Good luck to you then.
I suppose we...
Anything I can get you? Good luck to you then.
Is there an autosave? This is a fucking problem. I guess she's just staying here. Even though Lloyd's gone, she's just gonna be...
Anything I can get you? Fair enough.
Yep, I fucked that up. Oh well. Don't have to do everything. That is not the point of this. Very slowly run up the stairs. There we go. Knight Commander Harith.
Odd how quiet the castle looks from here. You would think there was nobody inside at all. But I shouldn't delay things further. I had a plan. To enter the castle after the village was secure. There is a secret passage here, in the mill, accessible only to my family.
Great. Good. Why didn't we do this in the first place?
I had no idea what lurked in the castle, and I couldn't abandon the people of the village. What if... Maker's breath.
Maker's breath.
Tigan. Thank the Maker, you yet live.
Isolde, you're alive. How did you... What has happened?
I do not have much time to explain. I slipped away from the castle as soon as I saw the battle was over, and I must return quickly. And I need you to return with me, Tigan. Alone.
Oh.
What? Who is this man, Tigan?
You remember me, Lady Isolde, don't you?
Alistair. Of all the... Why are you here?
They are Grey Wardens, Isolde. I owe them my life.
Pardon me, I would exchange pleasantries, but...
What's the problem, ma'am?
Considering the circumstances...
Please, Lady Isolde, we had no idea anyone was even alive within the castle. We must have some answers.
I know you need more of an explanation, but I don't know what is safe to tell. Tigan, there is a terrible evil within the castle. The dead waken and haunt the living. The maid responsible was caught, but still it continues. And I think Connor is going mad. We have survived, but he won't flee the castle. He has seen so much death. You must help him,
Such a problem
Tigan.
here.
You are his uncle. You could reason with him. I do not know what else to do. I beg your pardon.
Then
It's a
beg.
very pertinent accusation. No, I did not mean... That is
When
to
in doubt,
say,
call them racist and it'll
Please.
make them uncomfortable.
Stop this. An evil I cannot fathom holds my son.
Also
and
works in real
husband
life
hostage.
occasionally.
Came for help. What more do you want from me?
But I do not understand what you mean by this evil. Did it create the walking corpses? What is it?
Something the mage unleashed. So far, it allows Eamon, Connor, and myself to live. The others were not so fortunate. It killed so many, and turned their bodies into walking nightmares. Once it was done with the castle, it struck the village. It wants us to live, but I
It
do
wants
not
us
know
to
why.
live.
It allowed me to come for you, Tigan, because I begged, because for a mother.
That was weird.
For Connor's sake. I promised I would return quickly and only with Tigan.
This is the problem,
Tigan,
isn't it?
I know you could order your men to follow me when I return to the castle. I beg you not to. For Connor's sake. I do not know. Oh, Maker's mercy. Could
This
it
lady
truly
knows
be a demon?
nothing.
I can't let it hurt my Connor.
Horribles.
You must come back with me, Tigan. Please.
The king is dead, and we need my brother now more than ever. I will return to the castle with you, Isolde.
Thank the Maker. Bless you, Tigan. Bless you.
Yeah. You're going to get yourself
I cannot
killed.
let Isolde return alone. Perhaps I can help Connor or Eamon. Perhaps this is really a trap, but this is my family. I I must try.
I
have
must
no illusions
try.
of dealing with this evil alone. You, on the other hand, have proven quite formidable. Isolde, can you excuse us for a moment? We must confer in private before I return to the castle with you.
Please do not take too long. I will be by the bridge.
Okay. Now that she's gone, we can have a real conversation.
Here's what I propose. I go in with Isolde, and you enter the castle using the secret passage. My signet ring unlocks the door. Perhaps I will distract whatever evil is inside and increase your chances of getting in unnoticed. What do you say?
Sure.
Then it's for the best. I would prefer to go inside with you, but I have no choice in the matter.
You do have a choice, you're
Sir
just not
Perth
taking
and his
it.
men can watch for danger at the castle entrance. If you can open the gates from within, they can move in and help you. I don't think there's anyone else who can help you. If you choose not to go, then it's up to me to do what I can. Here is my signet ring.
You and I both
It will
know you'll
open the
die if
lock
I
on
don't
the
go in
door
there.
the mill. Whatever you do, Eamon is the priority here. If you have to, just get him out of there. Isolde, me, and anyone else, we are expendable.
Expendable.
Greater evils have been loosed on the world, but I will not argue with you.
One fool plan on top of another.
But I can delay no longer.
Shut the fuck
Allow
up.
me to bid you farewell. And good luck.
Yeah, get out of here. Sten is such a Debbie Downer. Such a secret passage that was. Look, corpses. They are angry. Lordy, that one. Stab. 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 Stab.
It shall be as you say. Hello? Who's there? Is there anyone alive out there?
Nope.
Wait, you don't look like the Arlessa's guards. Are you from outside the castle?
Maybe. I came in
There's
through
a
the secret tunnel.
Then why hasn't anyone in the castle used it? We could all have escaped by now. Curious. None of this makes any sense. Not that anyone cares much what I think. My name is Jowan. I'm a mage Lady Isolde hired to tutor her son Connor. Until they, threw me into the dungeon here.
Yeah, what did you do?
You don't know? I thought everyone knew. I poisoned Al Eamon. I know it looks suspicious, but I'm not responsible for the creatures and the killings in the castle. I was already imprisoned when all that began. At first, Lady Isolde came here with her men, demanding that I reverse what I'd done. I thought she meant my poisoning of the Arl. That's the first I heard about the walking corpses. She thought I'd summoned a demon to torment her family and destroy Redcliffe.
Yes, what could have ever given her that
Had
idea?
me tortured. There was nothing I could do or say that would appease her. So they left me to rot. I was instructed to by Terran Loghain. I was told that Arl Eamon was a threat to Ferelden, that if I dealt with him, Loghain would settle matters with the Circle. You see, I'm a Maleficar, a blood mage.
You? A blood mage? Truly? I would never have guessed.
A blood mage? Well, that isn't good.
I dabbled in the forbidden arts.
Yeah.
They condemned me to death for it.
When they have a strict rule of, hey, just don't do this one fucking thing, and you do the one
But
fucking
he's abandoned
thing.
me here, hasn't he? Everything's fallen apart, and I'm responsible. I have to make it right somehow. I have to. Connor had started to show signs. Lady Isolde was terrified the Circle of Magi would take him away for training.
Connor? A mage? I can't believe it.
She sought an apostate, a mage outside the Circle, to teach her son in secret so he could learn to hide his talent.
Thank you for defining this
Her
thing
husband
that
had
everyone
no
should
idea.
know in this world. Her husband had no idea.
I thought that too. Connor has little knowledge of magic, but he may have done something to tear open the veil. With the veil to the Fade torn,
happens.
Spirits and demons could infiltrate the castle. Powerful ones could kill and create those walking corpses.
Crazy.
Because he would be taken away forever. A mage cannot inherit a title, even the son of a powerful Arl. She's also a pious woman. Her son having magic was humiliating. No, she was adamant that he never find out. She said that he'd do the right thing, even if it meant losing their son, and that infuriated
Yes, how dare he be a good person.
Some. But he's still very young. He can barely cast a minor spell, never mind something more powerful. At least not intentionally. Like I said, he may have torn the veil accidentally. If he's involved in this at all, I really don't know. I never meant for it to end like this. I swear. Let me help you fix this.
I say kill the mage. He cannot be trusted.
He doesn't need to die, surely.
I say this boy could still be of use to us, but if not, then let him go. Why keep him prisoner here?
Like that everyone has.
Hey, let's not forget he's a blood mage. You can't just set a blood mage free.
Better to slay him. Better to punish him for his choices. Is this Alistair who speaks, or the Templar?
I'd say it's common sense. We don't even know the whole story yet.
Give me a chance, please. I tried to save anyone still up there. There must be something I can do.
Big enough.
I don't think it will redeem me, but that doesn't mean I shouldn't try.
Well, that's fair.
Afterwards, I assume I'll be arrested, or executed, or whatever people like me get. I'm tired of running from the Circle. I need to account for what I've done.
I can respect that.
I'm glad you think so. So what now? You're letting me out? And what then? I'm not sure that's a good idea. I'd like to help out, but I'm not so sure I want to follow you into danger exactly. I won't, I promise. I will find a way to fix this somehow.
Somehow. Alright. Cool. He's out. Alistair disapproves, Sten disapproves. Morgan approves, though, so we're getting some of her approval back. Filth. We're digging through the filth for doodads. Ah! Dead have risen in my search for doodads. Just stabbing, just stabbing. Why do they have so much health? Whack, whack. All right. Oh, there's one more. Pop, pop, pop. Sten, your sword is in the wall. That's not good for the blade. God damn it. Give me the...
What do you need?
Alistair, quit standing on the corpse. I'm trying to loot. Let me defile the dead with my greedy fingers. Oh wow. Oh wow. Yeah, sure. Gather and venture forth. This can only go well. I don't trust it now that I've said it. I'm gonna... Arl... Humans... Estate. Oh, this is a fucking problem. in my life. That's so rude. Alright, I got weakness, penalty to attack and defense, possible penalty movement. I got 9 seconds left on that. Oh man, I'm just having a bad time. I've been inflicted by so many penalties. This is such a problem. I can't hit him. He just keeps casting weakness on me. Ah! Alright, I need to keep you alive. Sten, not so much. Auto crits! Best part about playing Rogue is just you auto crit for standing behind. Oh, there went Sten. Alright, Sten, stand back up. What do you get? Cracked skull. Why is it always a cracked skull? Book. Can't move those books. Those are not booky enough. Can I pick this lock? Hell yeah. Iridium dagger. Shield and some ice bolts. Steel axe. Get all kinds of cool shit. Heavy maul. Hey Sten, how does this maul stack up to what you have? Not lots of armor pen. Holy shit. No, very little crit chance though. You know what, we'll give it a shot. We'll see how he does with it. This axe, no. Dagger. The green blade. Dagger of Iridium. Nice damage increase. But, keep what I have for now, just for the attack boosts. Ah! I've been weaknessed again. That's why I'm just gonna the daggers I got. They're gonna keep lowering my attack. I want as much attack boost as I can get. I don't know if anyone is into movies, or anyone who's watching likes going to the movies or not, but I went and saw The Green Knight yesterday. If you ever go see it, I'm gonna warn you, it is trippy as all hell. Like, the whole thing was just a fever dream. I'm still not entirely sure what I watched. Oh look, fruit. Oh, that is a... Can I zoom in on that banana? Look at those bananas. That is high res right there. Alright. Speaking of high res, I should start playing Smite again. Whoosh. Our lad Sten is getting whacked. Oh god, I'm getting whacked. Oh, an injury. And corpse skull. What's up? Wait for this to tick off. I hear doggies. Oh, they're angry. I'm about to die already. Not going well for anyone involved. Holy hell. Oh, Sten's just dead already. Holy crap. It's kind of horrifying that, oh, he can't use another one. Oh, that's game, guys. I'm gonna have to start over. Why are these dogs so fucking hard? Oh my god, I'm killing zombies and demons and everything's fine, and I walk in on some angry dogs and just die. Okay.
All right.
That's fine, I guess. Okay, getting past this. Whack. 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 My boy's about to die. Damn it. Ah! Okay. Sten has a cracked skull, as is tradition. One. Tip top.
Speak. As you wish.
Okay. There we go. Everyone's frosty again. Alright, back up. We're gonna let them come to us. This did not work the way I'd hoped. Whacking just keeps whacking. Alright, actually, who knew? Choke points are the way to go. Cool. Cool beans. Alright. Get my book. History of the Chantry, chapter 3. Chapter 3. Here.
All right.
Medium dagger. Shield. Nail. Give. We're off. High res bananas. Oh god, I forgot about this fight. Back up, let them come to us. Sten, my dude. Sten, my dude. this aggro real quick by backstabbing repeatedly. Never mind. No amount of auto kill will stop them from killing Sten. Oh god, oh my god, I didn't realize I was so fucking low. Holy shit. Ow. Whack. Whack.
Anyone got a spare second wind? Healing would be helpful now.
Money. Alright. What do you have this time? Wrenched limb, penalty to attack speed. Can't have that. What do you have? Wrenched limb, okay. I can see how your arm coming out of its socket could impose a penalty on attack speed. I can see that. There we go. Alright, take 2 on the puppies.
Don't look now.
What? Oh, I see. Can I disarm that? Hell yeah. No! Motherfucker. Whack. 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 We don't need no fancy sword play. We just stab really fast and it works.
Yes.
Stabbing really fast. You have anti-stabs. Distillation. Ooh. Okay, that's good to know for future. I don't know where to get distillation agents, but good to know that I can make shit. Cool. We're gonna make a bunch of lessers then. Blank Vellum.
Going.
Another lesser health multis. Alright. Gonna save again, and then we'll do take 2 on the dogs again. Right, back up. We can only hold, if we can hold 1 dog in the door at a time, we'll be fine. Wow, I just immediately walked in and got pounced. I think Alistair's just got eaten, so Oh, Alistair's alive! Dude, chug a fucking potion. You chug a small potion. This is the big yellow one. Oh, crap, I went down.
Death draws close.
Alright. Black leather collar. Armor, penetration, and armor. Kinky. Look, now I have a wrenched limb. Alright. What's in this box? Oh, if only I had a dog with me.
I'm off.
Alrighty. So, dogs went feral. Good to know. Back up. Now we're back to fighting normal, natural things like zombies that don't murder us really quick. Hang on. We're gonna explore the end of this hallway first. Ah, mistakes were made. Kick him in the dick. What's him in the dick do again? Opposing penalties to defense and movement. Money! Oh, hello. Just a second, lady. This mushroom is mine.
Please, don't hurt me.
Who the fuck?
I'm sorry. I'm so frightened. These monsters are everywhere.
Yes?
My name's Valena. The Arlessa's maid. Is she all right? What happened to everyone?
Oh, they're all dead.
You know my father. I want to go back to the village. Is there a way out of here? But the monsters... I'll find my way. I can run fast and I know the castle. Thank you.
Not well enough if you didn't know the tunnel was there. Cool. Alistair approves. Good old Alistair. The best bud anyone could ask for. Explore the oh god, I made a mistake. Why are there so many of you? My boy is getting thwacked again. I'm gonna do a thing. We're gonna focus on the little guys first. Take out all the little guys. Big problem. That man just has cow skulls, or deer skulls, tied to his fist. Can you stop fucking dying? I stop fucking dying? Tends to go down. There he went. Oh, I'm gonna go down. Down, down. Oh my gosh.
All right. Any more of them around? No? Nothing like a brush with death to make you not like death much.
All right.
Hey, that guy had a healing potion. Ironic. Key required. Okay. Then your wrenched limbs are causing problems. Stop getting them. Oh, cool. Injury kit. Super helpful. And a mushroom. Super helpful. We're gonna save because I seem to have a habit of opening doors and running into hordes.
I'm off.
Give me the base. A pile of junk. Steel bracers. Oh. Okay. Gather your party and venture forth? Sure. Sure. I think there's something. So there are archers up top, so take them out. Sten, stop dying. Oh, Sten's dead. Alistair's almost dead. Holy crap. Oh, Arcane Horror's here. Goodness, I feel like I'm way too low a level for this place, but it's like the first place you're supposed to go right after the tutorial. Alistair, please.
What?
This is going poorly. Oh my gosh. Oh, he's dead. I can't save him. You know? Nope, there he went. Don't do it. He did it. I'm dead. I can't stand up in time. Oh, I did. Oh, it's a Revenant, not an Arcane Horror. Oh, can't stun him. Oh my god! Alright, so use that. Okay, so he's immune to nature damage. There's nature damage. Nature damage. Nature damage. The fucking problem. Hit him! Hit him for 1 damage. This fight's just over. That was rude and uncalled for. Oh yeah, we're fucked. Holy hell. Oh god. Alright, it's fine. We'll give it one more shot. If I don't pass, it's cool. I was going to call it after that fight anyway. I'll just call it before that fight and come back to it next time. But we'll give it one more shot. Just can't keep Sten alive. Alright. Let's see if we can't pull just some of them. Alright, run over here, make them come to us. Can you shoot us from here? They sure can. Okay. Give you that preemptively. Oh my god, they're both almost dead already. What is going on? Oops, wrong button. You chug a potion. You chug the other potion. You oh, Sten's just dead. Alistair's Be dead here in a second. Crap. Oh, god damn. There's not even a point. I can't even hit the poor guy. Or the, yep. I don't know what to do about this guy. Can't even touch him. Ah well, I'll figure it out. But like I said, I'm just gonna call it there for the afternoon. It's been a while. So, as always, if you want to keep up to date with what I'm doing, follow me on Twitter @Cthulligan, or if you want to join my Discord channel, let me know. I'll send you a link. And I guess till next time, which will be Friday, I'll be playing Borderlands with my dude Dangan Jack again. Oh no, I won't be on this coming Friday. I forgot. I have a conference I have to go to this coming weekend, so I will not be on Friday. So next time I'm on is going to be Sunday. So, till next time, everyone have a wonderful week, and I will talk to y'all later. Goodbye.